The good news is that student is okay. As for the bus driver, I'm told she could be out of a job tonight for leaving that kid on the bus. Drivers are supposed to do a walkthrough to make sure that no one is left behind. That did not happen on Wednesday. How scary was this?
About on a scale from 1 to 10, I'll give it 10.
8-year-old Destiny Wilson got the scare of her life after being left on a bus Wednesday morning. She fell asleep while on the way to Detroit Edison Public School Academy and woke up here.
It was like in this big parking lot, and it was many buses, and I was in one of them, and the bus person, she was pulling off.
The bus driver for Apollo Transportation failed to do a walkthrough of the bus after dropping the kids off at the school and after returning it to this lot. Destiny was all alone. She walked to the Citgo gas station next door at 6 Mile and John R., frightened, cold, and crying.
First thing I thought, somebody trying to grab her up, something, I didn't know she was left behind on the bus.
Nasir Ahmed went from gas station manager to babysitter, offering Destiny snacks while she warmed up behind the counter next to a space heater.
We called her mom. Her mother didn't know nothing. She was like, what the hell is she doing on 6 Mile and John R?
As far as I know, my daughter is safe in school until I go on break at 11 and I have like 11 missed phone calls. I called the school because I noticed I had 2 missed phone calls from them, and that's when they told me my daughter had just got there. I said, wait a minute, what happened?
Turns out a longtime customer of the Citgo gas station, albeit a stranger to the Wilsons, ended up driving Destiny to school after she spent nearly 2 hours at the gas station in limbo.
And the reason I went in the car with her because I thought she was nice and caring.
That appears to have actually been the case, even though it's the last thing a parent wants to hear.
It was very nerve-wracking. I've had conversations with my kids all the time. You don't get in the car with strangers. If you don't know them, you don't go with them, period. And like I said, it's a blessing for me that this lady was honest and trustworthy to get my daughter to school safely. And not only did she get her there safely, she told them what happened. She wrote out a statement. So I thank her from the bottom of my heart.
Now, Salonia Wilson, the mom, she drove from her job in West Bloomfield to Detroit the minute she saw those missed calls. She plans on meeting the woman that drove her daughter to school sometime this weekend. Now, an employee from Apollo Transportation says that the school is investigating what happened and they are cooperating with that investigation. The school, however, is giving us the silent treatment and is not commenting on what happened. Hugh, Taryn?
Well, Randy, with the school or Apollo Transportation, do we know if this has happened before?
According to parents, according to Salonia Wilson, this did happen before. She talked with another parent from a local Head Start that also uses this bus company and says that just earlier this month and the month before, a 4-year-old was left on the bus. So if that is the case, we're going to be checking that with Apollo Transportation. Then this apparently did happen before, and then just yesterday happened again.
Well, these bus drivers need to check their buses, and thank God this child is okay tonight.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Randy.